Recorders, welcome back to It's Recording Time Media. Well, it's official. Disney has announced they're going ahead with their live action Hercules movie. Not to be confused with that one Dwayne Johnson did a few years ago. Anyway, so Disney has announced they are already assembling a crew for this film. They got the Russo brothers who are behind, a lot of the best MCU films, Infinity War, Endgame, Civil War, the Winter Soldier, and so on. And of course, they'll just be producing. I mean, maybe they'll direct this film. And the screenwriter is David Callaham, who's behind the Expendable franchise. He's also written the Wonder Woman's 1994 script, and he's currently did wrote the Shang-Chi of script, and maybe he'll come up with something good. Of course, I'm not say familiar with all his work, so I don't know what kind of material they want. Now here comes the whole problem with people saying that we didn't ask for this. We are tired of the remakes. Why is Disney keep doing this? Obviously the money. I mean, the Lion King movie last year made $1.6 billion, and with that kind of money, Disney doesn't care what we think. They think that, just because the money means that, that with that much revenue that we love the film, we love what we saw, but they don't care about reviews. They care about the money and the merch, people. The merch, the merchandise. That's how Disney's been profiting all these years. Let's talk about some of the casting choices. Like one of the most talked about ones is that people want Ariana Grande to play Meg, which this is all because sure, a couple weeks ago Ariana sang a rendition of "I Won't Fall in Love," which it was really good, and because of that, people think that she's a perfect choice for that. Like, not just for singing, but you got to think of acting. Like, sure, Ariana is kind of a decent actress. I mean, I haven't seen her in anything major since Victorious, or actually Sam and Cat, but still. But and if you watch her Saturday Night Live, hosting gig, I mean, she actually did really good. But it's like, it's not just about the singing. You gotta have the right acting chops, which maybe I would like Ariana, but I feel like she's a little too tiny to play the part, which I mean, sure wouldn't matter because Hercules is supposed to be a giant. Now, talking about Hercules, like, who should play the title character? I mean, some people pointed out that he's supposed to be like 16 years old or something like that. I don't know, I saw that like in a meme, like talking about the age, because everyone keeps bringing out actors that are like in their mid 30s. Like some are suggesting Chris Pratt, Alexander Skarsgård, Arnie Hammer, Henry Cavill, which I don't think that one will happen. As for me, I was thinking maybe an unknown actor should play Hercules. I mean, especially someone that has sort of a Greek, vibe to, Greek ancestry, because, Greek mythology. I think this is Greek mythology. I gotta double check on that. Now let's talk about the fan favorite character of the film, Hades. Like, I actually sort of thought of Jeff Goldblum playing the part, and some people actually kind of agreed with that. And some were suggesting Benedict Cumberbatch, which Cumberbatch, he could be funny, but and of course definitely menacing, so I wouldn't rule him out. And of course, now usually when it comes to these films, these remakes, they always bring back one actor from the original film. Like, a lot of people are demanding that Danny DeVito should play Phil again, but maybe in the voice. But I'm not so sure about him doing, like, say, a mocap or a makeup kind of thing, because remember, Danny, he's like 75 years old, even though he still got it. Like, yeah, I would want him to like play the part again, but we'll have to wait and see like how this goes up. And it's like, yeah, I mean, I don't want anyone else playing Phil other than him. And some people are suggesting Dwayne Johnson play Hercules' father Zeus, which maybe. Now let's talk about the kind of direction this film should go. Like, what I demand is that one of my favorite scenes of the movie is when Hercules goes head to head with the Hydra, which that better be well done, like really well done. I want the Hydra monster to look, really well rendered, like the dragon from Game of Thrones. What's it, Goron or whatever? I want it that well done. I want most of the budget to bring, the Titans, especially like well done CGI, whatever, like as realistic as possible. It's like, come on, Disney, if you're willing to pour that much money into making the lions that realistic Lion King movie, they should at least do that for these kind of characters. As for, like how, because we don't know how we would have felt about the Mulan movie, because, it's been delayed because of what's been going on. Like, we wouldn't, like, say, who knows how much money that movie would have made. Maybe it would have made $1 billion, which, or that, it's just, we don't know. Like, we wouldn't know how people would have reacted without the music being in the movie, or how it was going through a more, I mean, that movie is rated PG-13. Like, we wouldn't know how we would have reacted to maybe the box office would have been a hit or a failure. And because of that, like I was thinking that yeah, maybe this movie can have like the music in the movie. You know, I specifically do want to hear "Go the Distance." That's like my favorite song from the movie. And and speaking of music, some people were pointing out, choices for the muses. You know, those ladies that were always singing. Like some people suggested Lizzo being the fat one, and some people were pointing out other good names to play those parts. Which I'm okay if they get the right singing duet. I mean, singing group for that. As for me, it's like, well, like I always say, we'll have to wait and see. I'd like to know what more they do with it. Like, either it's the announcing the casting, who's gonna direct the film, or I want to see what kind of production value they're gonna put into this. But as for there's no like release date, but based on what's been going on, I don't think we can expect this film until at least 2022 or 2023. Maybe people won't care, or who knows what's gonna happen, or maybe Disney will finally come to their sense and start making original 2D animated films again, because hey, there's still an audience for that. Anyway, that's all I'm gonna say. Please comment down below your thoughts, and catch you next time, recorders.